November is National Adoption Month. The purpose is to bring awareness to the thousands of children that are waiting for a place to call home. Throughout the month, Jennifer Livingston will be spotlighting several local adoption stories that all have a very different twist, but in the end are all very similar. Here's this morning's In Search Of report.
Not every couple's road to parenthood is easy. For many, like Tomah residents Anthony and Deborah Verana, it takes years of trying and years of waiting.
We tried for about a year to have children.
And it didn't work. We thought about a few other things, but there were some options like in vitro that weren't an option for us.
And you see other people having a child and you can't, and it's frustrating.
It was frustrating.
But determined to be parents, the Veranas turned that frustration into action and decided to pursue adoption. They filled out the necessary paperwork, put together a sort of portfolio for birth moms to view, and then, once again, found themselves in the position of waiting.
The birth parents pick out the books, and they actually pick the adoptive parents. And so your book would be out 1 week, and then it'll come back in, or they'd tell you, okay, this person has 3 books out, and come back in.
But then, the news they'd been praying for. A baby boy would soon be theirs.
You just forget everything else you've been through, and here he is.
Little Ethan quickly stole their hearts and changed life as they knew it.
I remember getting in the car and it just being us, and he was in the back seat and he started crying, and I was like, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? It's this baby in the back seat.
The joy of parenthood was all they'd imagined and more.
He's our miracle.
And within a year, they were ready to adopt again. But the wait for a second child tends to be longer, and it was for the Veranas. And after 3 years, Anthony and Deborah were understandably growing impatient.
I called every Tuesday, pretty much, and just, as our portfolio out.
I think it was more often than that. She says every Tuesday.
Oh, I tried to keep it down to once a week. No.
But then that phone call finally came.
She said, well, this is the call you've been waiting for.
A newborn baby was now waiting for them. A baby that had been legally abandoned in what is known in Wisconsin as the Safe Haven Law.
The Safe Haven program, which we also refer to as Safe Place for Newborns, is a program that if a woman is pregnant, she can take her baby within 3 days of it being born and take it to either a medical facility, a police officer, or an emergency medical technician, and no questions asked.
This law provides an alternative to a mother who might otherwise abandon her child. Casey was dropped off at a medical facility.
She said it was a little girl, and that she was, 2 weeks old, and that we would be able to pick her up in 48 hours.
One woman's difficult decision helped shape a family.
To me, it's the greatest love that a parent can give, is to know that you can't take care of that child, but there's somebody else out there that can.
Today, Ethan and Casey are your typical energetic children, enjoying sports and playtime.
I find it tonight too.
And for Anthony and Deborah, what started as such a rough road has ended exactly how they hoped it would.
It's our family. It's another way of making a family.
Mom, there's letters.
Do you see it? You do not like green eggs and ham? I do not like them, Sam. I am. I could not have loved them anymore if I would have given birth to them.
In Tomah, Jennifer Livingston, News Channel 8.
Another great story from Jennifer, of course. The Safe Haven Law started in Texas in 1999, and of last year, 47 states had enacted some form of the law. The specifics and name vary from state to state, but again, all of them offer an alternative to scared mothers out there who may be considering abandoning their babies. If you'd like to know more about the Safe Haven program and others like it, visit this website, www.safeplacefornewborns.com. There's also a link to that website available on our website at WKBT.com. Now up next, another look at the day's news. We'll be right back.